The world. The Seven of Swords. I'm not sure right now, but it kind of makes me feel like someone, in order to put an end to some cycle in their life and move forward somewhere else, possibly physically relocating, possibly growing, like from one level of potential to another level of potential. In order to achieve this thing, it's like something that they're hiding or keeping to themselves has to surface or resurface. Like, I feel like it has to surface. They have to tell somebody something, but it's kind of like along the lines of something they've done before. But either way, it's something that I feel like is from their past, and they keep to themselves or they keep away from you. However, this is somebody that wants to move forward, but in doing so, they risk a level of exposure and it's like that vulnerability. It's like if they shoot and they miss, it could destroy them, they feel like. So, in order to avoid that happening, they feel like they have to be very, very precise. Kitchen and it's tasty. I ain't a killer, don't push me. Okay. Wait. Six of Wands in the reverse. This makes me feel like, with the Six of Wands in the reverse, a couple of things. Somebody could be struggling with living in their ego. And I don't mean ego as in pride, but I mean as in just seeing from their own limited perspective. And this could be you, this could be the other person, this could be the both of you. Infrared. The other way is, it's like this person feels like they need to hide their intentions in a way from either a community or from some people around them. Like, they have to be very precise in their movements about this direction that they're taking with you without, like, they need you to have limited exposure. Undisclosed, an undisclosed location. Okay. Wait. Five of Pentacles. I'm a boss, I'm a king, that dope. Number one, with that Five of Pentacles. Somebody could be struggling with money issues or opportunities, feeling like they have a lack of it, feeling like they're in the hole. Somebody could be The other thing is in relation to these other people that they feel like they need to divert you from. There could be people that are intentionally trying to take from you or put you in that position to keep you in that position. I'm not saying anything other than notice the guy in the middle. What's he wearing? I'm just saying. Right? And another thing, this guy, I feel like this guy would be somebody who is responsible for trying to take from you or keep you in a certain position. But this person, it's like they have some centennials. They have some kind of protection, but their protection actually looks kind of puny, even, I mean, compared to them. They're really just standing there, like they're not as big or as influential as they really think. They're not as domineering or in control of a situation as they may think. More than 50% of their height is on some wobbly ass stilts. Like just one kick and it could just all fall down. So Six of Swords in the reverse is a group of people who don't want you traveling or going anywhere else, so you have to do it in the dark. You could cut ties before the lies that you've been living in. And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand. With that Six of Swords being in the reverse and this song coming on as well, this kind of makes me feel like somebody wants to get you up out of that situation, or they want to move to a situation. Like I'm saying, an undisclosed location, a place of peace. I know something's wrong. But it feels like they feel like they're facing some kind of blockages and they're not really sure how to get through it. It seems like they're really a very logical person, but they have come up against something that maybe they didn't plan for or plan on, or that's out of their hands. Like the other person could be dealing with some issues that they need to, you know, like it's like somebody may want to offer or move somebody somewhere, but it's not just as easy as saying, hey, let's go, because they know that this other person is really dealing with some stuff as well. And I feel like there's some kind of like intentional infliction of confusion or misdirection that somebody on the outside is inflicting on one person. And for some of you, it could be like traumas or experiences or a combination of things that keep somebody stuck in their head and not sure or indecisive or have a great amount of anxiety about moving forward. And the person that wants to move them is also feeling this blockage because of that. Like, because of that, so now what do I do? We had the Ace of Wands in the reverse. And it's like, well, what do I do? Well, what I do is I just pump the brakes. I slow down. And I hold some space until it's a good time to move forward. And there's something about this person being some type of a leader. This person is some type of a leader And it's not just knowing about what moves to make next, it's about knowing when to make them as well. You can put the past away. Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is holding space and compassion for somebody else's PTSD to sexual trauma. I would understand. I would understand. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's not even just sexual trauma, it's physical trauma. It's for all of the times that you were let down. Understanding somebody stepping out. This is like huge growth stuff. Like maybe before in the past they weren't able to or didn't choose to, but this is somebody who is stepping outside of themselves to put themselves in the other person's perspective, and because of that, having some understanding and readjusting the focus or the plan. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. If I had one dream, then I could dream it all. I feel like somebody possibly could either have some regrets about some initiative that they started doing. I don't know if this is related to work or if this is them initiating some kind of project or foundation somewhere where they hadn't really gotten too far along with it, but they really had put in initiative and steps towards accomplishing it. And it makes me wonder if like they are having regrets or rethinking and wondering if it was a mistake. And somebody could have physically moved or made a purchase, or like it's like, did I do too much or did I do too much again? And the hat with that, just a nice cool. If I had one wish, I would live a life like this. Hillbilly Einstein. Could dream it all. It also makes me feel like something works out just fine for them. Also, like, even if there is some kind of delay because there's some kind of unfinished business, that needs to be started or ended. I don't know. Eight of Swords. Someone could be on. Someone could be limited by their own past choices. For an instance, like someone could be on probation. It's like somebody could have repeated a mistake or reoffended or done something. And so, like, they're limited to their options. And whenever I say messed up, made a mistake, reoffended, it doesn't just have to be legal, such as probation or parole. It could be that somebody like backslid. If they had started to learn and progress and make moves. I don't dance now, I make money moves. I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. So some of this could be in regards to like if they had grown from, they used to go to the strip club, blah 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 blah, be a regular, da 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 da, and they did some healing and or done some intentional work to stay away from there, and then they slipped up and reverted. It's like then that kind of fucks up their mentality about whether or not they were even ready to, you know, it's like they feel like, and then they hold their mess ups or their mistakes against them, what they feel are mess ups or mistakes. And it's like they just want to be stronger in their convictions before they're able, but they're holding and like they're self limiting. And they also need to forgive themselves for their actions because it's not like they're really even getting any action. There is a feeling like there is somebody here, Queen of Swords, who it's like, I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not a dummy. This is somebody who has wisdom and experience. And it's like they don't fully go all the way emotionally in. They're able to utilize their experiences and their knowledge to be realistic and see things for what they are. But this is also somebody who will keep you at a distance if they feel like they need to keep you at a distance because they recognize a pattern. But it's also somebody who's able to make their own choices by recognizing and seeing things for what they are, either way, whether they're dismissing you or whether they're engaging with you, they're aware. And the Five of Cups. It's like somebody who is aware of something that makes you feel, I feel like, disappointed in yourself. They're aware of it. And it's like if they want to dismiss or leave a situation because they don't want to go through any heartbreak and loss, then that's their decision and they will. But if they choose to like engage in a situation, it's because they see things for more than most people are aware of it, or like they have their own mute, molded, grown, matured perspective where they're able to see and analyze different perspectives outside of their own, but also in, you know, it's like they always have their own back. They're aware of everything that's going on. So, yeah. It's like they're aware of everything that is going on. So the problems aren't the goings ons. The problems are is somebody else's inability or refusal to see how she sees. Like, I'm not saying see how she sees. Well, I did say that, but someone's inability to see that she's capable of already seeing or already knowing, and it's the disrespect of, why didn't you tell me or say something like to them it's sadder for them to have to walk away from a situation due to deception or someone acting like even negligently that they want to get over on them. And it's like some of these things may hurt this person, but they also know that some of the things that hurt them are their own triggers. Because they're the type of person who grows due through shadow work. So when something hurts them, they say, why does this hurt me? And then they go back and they find the reasons deep rooted why it hurts them. And then they analyze whether or not that response from those situations is actually them, or were those coping mechanisms. And if they were, then I need to work on my response and how I feel about it. And I know that it's not going to happen overnight because some things are so deeply rooted and ingrained. But I have to be open to the perspective that there's some things that I need to look at. And some of them I can control. Some of them I can't, but I can at least know where they come from. I just want to have total control. To that we pledge allegiances. We the people had enough. It's time we aired our grievances against these treasonous demons. So raise the alarm, because the pigs are fully taking over on this end. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Hermit. One of two things. This makes me feel like somebody could have made a purchase, somebody could have made a bargain, somebody could have they could have acquired something due to a trade, or somebody may be trying to acquire something due to a trade. And this trade doesn't just have to be monetarily. It's like somebody could be wanting some kind of spiritual service. If anybody, I don't know. It's like somebody could be wanting some kind of spiritual service or ritual or information, or somebody makes an oath or takes an agreement, and due to this there is a trade. Whatever it is, it's like a tit for tat. Somebody is giving something or engaging in something as an agreement, and another person is giving them something in the physical. But it's time to pick a side and get to striking a nerve. And anyway, we're able. I'm fighting this fight with my words. And if they keep pushing, then fuck it. We inciting the purge. And just to think, all we wanted was the rights we deserve. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. People like me. People like you. Knight of Swords. And what it could be is some information. Five of Swords against some adversaries or some people that are creating conflict or havoc. Really amongst each other, but there are I don't know. It's like cahoots energy. And possibly two different groups that they work together, but they're also, I don't know. It's like they agree to work together, but they don't really want to. So there must be somebody above them that instructs them to, and they have to. But it creates like bystander havoc around other people and destroys other people. And I'm feeling like engagement. Like, what are the rules of engagement? The rules of engagement. And I'm not talking marrying, I'm talking like war. Something about the rules of engagement, but also engagement could be a thing, but unrelated to that. King of Pentacles in the reverse. It could be, oh man. He said that some of them do cocaine, gang, 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 about taking some kind of kingpin. They keep telling me that word that starts with the C too. And I got them from my folks. And I just heard, don't tell on the car. If you know, and you can't tell if you can't tell. Mm. And I got them from my folks. So, the song is called Dope. I was at the bed though. Ace of Swords. Mm. Six of Wands in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. It feels like, because of the way that things get around so fast these days, like with on social media and whatnot, that if somebody, it's like, I'm also getting that somebody could be telling truthful information, or some truth could be coming out. It's not necessarily telling truthful information, but some truth could be coming out in regards to a community or a group or some exposure. And it's like it's intentionally being left out of social media. Like, if there are investigations or more busts, it's like they're not releasing all of that information, or if they are, they're releasing very little. I gotta get ready for work, guys. But also with that delay, it just seems like that might have, I don't know. Oh shit. And I got them from my folks. Ten of Pentacles. So some of the stuff I'm not supposed to say, but I can say the Ten of Pentacles and the Death card. But just like a whole shit ton of cards just fell out and flipped over and went crazy. The Lovers, It's like a whole bunch of shit is riding on and depending on, not really depending on, but it's like it's all happening at one time. Like all of these shifts and these major changes. But all of these shifts and these major changes are going to lead to these people's ultimate longevity. And I feel like really dipping and diving and strategically conquering a situation to set themselves up and their family for generations. Whether that is with a home, with business, it's growing together, it's legendary. Major, major shift and transformation upon which so much is going to be built. And it hinges on these people moving away from a situation after a case is closed. Hmm. Oh, the Hierophant. Me. Oh. This could be some commitment. This could be some kind of oath. This could be some kind of agreement. This could be some kind of higher ups. Music. All right, guys. I'm out.